aired an ad for the NBA Finals game last night, game one of the NBA Finals. And this is why New York must lose. I know, I have a lot of fans and friends who are Knicks fans. But for the good of the United States, New York must lose. Because otherwise, you're going to have these people celebrating. Here's the ad.
New York, we know anything's possible with a great team.
I'm Brad Lander, and I'll block billionaires from buying our elections.
I'm Maria Elisa Avila Chevalier, and I'll defend New York by abolishing ICE. I'm Claire Valdez, and I'll stand up against bad landlords and greedy corporations.
Get out and vote. This is the team. This is our year.
I'm Brad Lander.
I'm Claire Valdez. I'm Maria Elisa Avila Chevalier, and we approve of this message.
Oh, so I put a political ad in the middle of the next game because it's so New York. If you're in favor of socialism, so for the sake of America, the Knicks must lose. Also, I gotta say, I don't know what Mitch Johnson, the coach of the Spurs, what were you doing last night? Lillard, what were you doing? I have to say, my son was very upset. My son is a huge Wemby fan, and Wemby has got to attack the paint. What's going on? Why is he shooting 9 3-pointers? He's 7'5". He needs to attack the paint, guys. Run a pick and roll, for goodness sake. Come on. You're going to run an ISO for Wemby in the last 4 minutes of the game, 26 feet from the basket, facing up against Karl Anthony Towns? How's that going to work out for you? That's stupid. He's got to move without the ball. It's not Gilgeous Alexander or something. What are you doing? Why in the world was Harper out of the game? What's happening? Harper was the only person on the Spurs who was playing with aggression. You take him out 4 minutes left in the game tie. Why? What in the world? Dylan Harper is a monster. And yeah, he's a kid. But he's playing with confidence. And you take him out of the game. He was the only one with a significant plus-minus rating. He played 16 minutes, but he played the somewhat injured De'Aaron Fox. 38 minutes last night. What kind of coaching decision is that? That's terrible. Next, why are you tiring? Wemby out. I'm putting him out past the three-point line, guarding Karl Anthony Towns. What are you doing? You leave him in the paint to discourage the drive, and you let Karl Anthony Towns take the three. I understand he's a great three-point shooter. I also understand that Karl Anthony.
All right, let's see who's in here. What's up, Angel? How you feeling, brother?
He needs to shoot at least 37% from three. But
Hey, everybody. Was trying to be on there late last night. Yeah, dude, I got too tired. So what's going on? How's everyone doing today? What's everyone's plans? Just getting prepped right now. Gonna head out to watch He-Man and the Masters of the Universe tonight. We're gonna vlog it and upload that tomorrow. Aside from that, what's everyone else up to? What y'all watching from? What's anyone got in mind? Hell, whatever, really. What's up, Eric? What's going on, dude? How you been? Nothing much, dude. Just kicking back. Just got off of work, getting ready. Gonna head out to the theaters in a bit, just so we can watch Masters of the Universe before and upload a vlog about it. So, got a few things. Busy making content. What's going on, Angel? What happened, dude? Oh shit, dude. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. How old is he, bro? Oh shit, dude. Is it gonna be if you're able to get the passport renewed? Is it will that allow it, or is it that bad already? Like, hey, Fluff, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. We're just relaxing right now, just getting ready just to go to the movies tonight. Did- Oh shit, dude. Dude, it's like, dude, I don't know what's going on, man. This year's been terrible, bro. Bro, that's terrible, dude. I'm sorry, bro. I am really sorry about that, dude. Dude, if we had it, man, I'd give it to you, bro. Damn, dude. Nothing much, broski. Yo. Found an app. See it there? I have to get into focus. God damn. Ah, fuck it. It's called HEARTHIX. Watch a bunch of movies and shit.
You don't strike me as someone who walks past a locked door without wondering what's behind it. There's a reason I can only trust you with this.
New Tomb Raider game coming out. No, I get you. So yeah, a bunch of movies. So I'm gonna watch Scary Movie 6, the new Scary Movie on that one. So
The President of the United States is mentally ill.
Boy, in fact, is the clock calling the 10 o'clock.
We need much more. We need the policy. Defang Trump as much as possible and make sure that neither he nor anybody who follows in his footsteps has power after the next two elections. But beyond that, we really need to do a thorough purging of the United States. We need a demodification, and that is, I'm not going over the top by using a word that's very similar to the denazification that we pursued successfully after World War II in Germany.
these people do not learn, bro. Dude, just go. Dude, go for a ride, dude. Clear your head, man. It ain't fun, dude, but I know what you mean, bro.
Think that probability is too low? By yes, for 23 cents. Think it's too high? By no, for 74 cents. Each correct prediction pays exactly $1 per contract plus interest. At Interactive Brokers, you can trade that prediction market and hundreds of other candidate races. Trade prediction markets alongside.
Yeah, dude, just turn it off, dude, and just go outside, man. Just go.
VPNs are important, so that's why I want to take a minute to talk about today's sponsor, ExpressVPN.
Detach for a couple days. Just leave the phone off for a couple days, dude. Just chill.
Connection through another country's server, so it appears like you're browsing the web from that country. To get ready for the Halloween season, I wanted to rewatch one of the old Vincent Price classics.
What's going on, dude? Just take all the time. Take the time to clear your head, Angel. That's all, dude.
Success. Everything loads super fast in high definition without any buffering, and it's really easy to use. ExpressVPN.
Hey, Rebecca. We're just relaxing right now, just talking. My streams, I'll just basically try to showcase different, just sit back, talk to everybody, just be cool. In addition to that, our content will go out, do theme park vlogs, hotel tours, unique restaurant reviews, different fun family things you could do that's unique in the state of Florida. That's why if you take a look at the channel and if you just look at our vlogs and stuff like that. Oh yeah, dude. I am. Just got off of work now, so we're just trying to pushing things that way, dude. Woke up this morning and then I had to just plug in and then get to work. We just got off now. So yeah, it's answering Rebecca's question. It's really it. Just different fun and unique things to do. Tourist attractions, escape rooms, really whatever we could find. and then just doing home vlogs, just a peek inside to our lives. That's really it. I mean, if you like it, if it's up your alley, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's the thing. We like to be ourselves. We're not trying to do any humiliation ritual, or not even, or just be just these people that'll just do whatever they can just to get a buck out of someone just by embarrassing themselves. Like, I'll give you an example. Let me just jump on my phone. Like right here, a lot of the vlogs that we'll do, basically restaurant review, an arcade update, home vlog, just cooking, a free Comic Con, showing basically a historic spot where Tom Petty played one of his first shows, first time doing glow in the dark mini golf. I get it, dude. Trying basically that viral cinnamon toast ice cream birthday restaurant review, just some food, exploring a historic site, a disaster at a cowboy festival, a lot of theme park footage, trying to incorporate more drone footage, shit like that. All right, dude, we're gonna do it today. Crystal's gonna be up. She's has it set up, dude. But yeah, that's how it is, Rebecca. We just want to be ourselves and just push out as much positivity out there. I mean, the goal and the dream is to get this thing bigger and making more, and obviously making more ad revenues, so we can invest more in the channel, be able to get better equipment, expand our reach, expand our videos, be able to put out more content, longer content, and expand our range. That way we can go do more stuff that's outside of the Miami and Orlando area, and be able to go through the entire state and just do road trips, more roadside attractions, and different fun things like that. That's ultimately the goal, that what we want to do with the channel. Yeah, we're gonna do it today. Just waiting for Crystal to get done, and then we'll do it. Yeah, we're dying to go back. We're dying to move over there. We're stuck in Miami. It ain't fun. It's too overpriced. Hard, not a lot of shit to do down here. It's just way too much shopping, and or high priced overhyped restaurants. But yeah, that's ultimately the goal where we want to relocate to, right? Because at least the cost of housing is at least cheaper. Tell me about it. And the thing is this: Miami's always sucked, but at least it was more tolerable back in the day. Dude, it is so god awfully bad right now. It's horrendous now. Now it's just, if it's not for the ultra rich, everyone else can go f off, and that's how it is now. Oh, it's a third world country, Rebecca. I'll be the first one to tell you. Like, when you go to any of these South American third world countries, it's basically for the ultra rich and people that got their money through questionable means. The lap of luxury and everything handed to them. Everyone else, no middle class, complete and utter squalor. And that's how it's become here. There used to be able to do a lot more different stuff and then explore and then do different things. You can't do that anymore. I mean, there used to be more, like an example. This is stuff making our channel suffer. There used to be more Comic Cons and more of these little side conventions down here. they've all pulled, and they're not coming back down here anymore. Only it's Florida SuperCon, and that's one I hate that one. But I'm gonna need to do it to make content. But everything else is going to West Palm, Central Florida. It's a damn shame because everything that it's. I cannot. You have said that so perfectly right now. Just to go back to a perfect answer. It's the best. It's the truth. I just feel like sometimes Central Florida still has some areas that still embrace nature and Florida's beauty, and you could still do some other stuff on the side that way if you want to do that. But through the concentration down here in Miami is it's something else. I mean, I've seen people from Orlando that have to do business down here, and the first thing that comes out of their mouths because of how bad and horrendous the streets and the traffic is it's always like clockwork. I am never saying anything bad about I-4 ever again. This place makes you appreciate your hometown. Oh yeah, dude, that's what it is. My daughter's now 22 years old, and granted, she has one now, and all she does is just share memes with me and my wife. But social media has really made things so much worse now. It really has. I mean, the way you see how things are, it's just crazy. It really is. So yeah, we're trying to find more cool stuff to do down here. Like if I guess the best way you could describe our channel, you could think of Adam the Woo or the Tim Tracker channel, and the Carpetbagger and Tampa J. But we we love doing stuff like that. I almost died in 2022. So I just thought, you know what? I should start documenting things down. That way I could share things with everybody and have that type of positive experience and share as much positivity out there. No, Winter Garden is still beautiful. I-4 is actually getting better. Granted, it has its moments because at least the where the pockets are bad and have an understanding why those pockets are there. But it has its moments. But it's a map. I was there for last time in January just to get some theme park content. They're expanding it and it's flowing pretty well. But it's improved. It's not the greatest, but it's gotten better. It has gotten better. Well, that's the reason why. Been there enough that I know exactly which exit to get off on, and I know how to avoid it, and I know some of the back streets on how to get to where I got to go. That is true, but you can always tell. It's always the rental plates and someone basically driving 20 miles slower than the speed limit, trying to figure out what exit they have to get off on. I think I know exactly what you're talking about. I think I know exactly what you're talking about. Give me a second. One moment. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, but you got a point there, Rebecca. You got a point there. You really got a point, because I've noticed that every time there's a good church-based area, the community in that area is very close and very strong amongst each other. That everyone everyone has each other's backs, and everyone watches out for each other for the most part, which is something I haven't experienced in a while. Hey, Kiana, what's going on? Very true. Damn, dude, you hit the nail on the head with that one, Rebecca. That is so true. Yeah, because it sucks, because you do see a lot of them now that all they do is just judge instead of just just providing and living by examples and providing viable examples on how to be able to do it. the heck is this about bricks and minifigs? Everyone keeps telling me. Well, yeah, dude. No one's trying to be negative, but it always expect for the best, pull for the best, and always strive for the best, but always have realistic expectations. Always just to be prepared for absolutely anything and everything. That way, nothing hits you hard. I've noticed one thing, even when it comes to a lot of the red states, even in the South, a lot of it's a much more simple and much more accepting way of life. No one cares. People tend to care about and do what they can just to help someone out.
Toasty bite and a juicy slurp. A combination as old as time. New toasted snack.
Yeah, you know how it is, dude. Hands on the wheel, apologize, and just let him know what's going on. Will you get a ticket? Probably, but he may be a little bit more lenient on you. Never know.
So you're not stuck paying for someone else's mistakes. What? Is there something wrong with my hair?
I thought I would come on here and show how Bricks and Minifigs Corporate responded to a video I uploaded about a month ago. If you haven't seen the video yet, I went to 4 different Bricks and Minifigs locations with a bin full of rare LEGO minifigures that were worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The catch is that when I went in, I acted like I didn't know what I had, all while filming this on a hidden camera in my glasses. The offers I received ranged from 6% to 19% of the true value of the figures that I brought in. At the last store featured in this video, after the employees said that they put all the figures back into the bin, which I took them in, I was walking out and I noticed that the most expensive one was missing. Now this minifigure is worth north of $1,000. And when I walked back in, they simply said that they misplaced it, handed it back, and said it was fake. Now the purpose of my video was to test a sample of stores in this franchise to see how they would perform. When I originally released the video, I left the employees' faces unblurred. It immediately gained traction and got around 250,000 views in the first 2 days of being uploaded. I filmed all these interactions in stores in North Carolina, which is a one-party consent state. So it is legal to record a conversation that you're having with somebody if just one of you give consent. So I thought uploading content like this with the unblurred faces would be acceptable. And also because there's countless other videos up on YouTube right now, people filming similar businesses without blurring faces.
Alright, sorry about that.
Things did not go smoothly. In the 2 days that the video was live, I received about half a dozen privacy complaints. Shortly after, YouTube took down the video. The explanation I received stated that copyright protected content was found in the video. The timing was especially frustrating because YouTube's AdSense revenue updates after 24 to 48 hours, so since the video was taken down in such a short time, I ended up losing out on a lot of money. But besides the point, I think if the stores had performed more positively, I suspect the company would have been much more comfortable with the video remaining online.
Yeah, it's like I said.
The video was taken down, I received
They're human. Granted, you could get a dick. It's what comes with the territory, but you never know, dude.
My name is Matt McNeef. I'm with Bricks and Minifigs Corporate. I watched your recent video featuring several Bricks and Minifigs locations, and I wanted to reach out directly. First, I want to acknowledge something up front. Based on what we can see in the footage, it does appear that our internal handling procedures were not followed in one of the interactions you highlighted. That's something we take seriously, and we are addressing it with the franchise as a whole. Regardless of intent, our standard is clear. Every item brought in by a customer should be handled with care, transparency, and returned appropriately if no deal is made. We've done some internal review, and while the footage is over a year old, which limits what we can fully verify,
feel really chained by my smoking, but I still can't seem to stop. My grandma used to always discourage me from smoking. She would always say, I don't want you to be addicted like I am. She was diagnosed with COPD. That's when she said,
So what's going on? Whoever's in here, what's up?
you have to quit smoking.
The $200,000 Lego scandal, it just got so much worse. Hassan Piker just got banned from traveling to the UK over Hamas and Israel comments. Spencer Pratt's exposing about LA. And Graham Plattner's sexting controversy. The internet divided. We're talking about all of that and even more.
Oh, I can't stand this guy.
Didn't Bricks and Minifigs steal $200,000 worth of Star Wars Legos from an 83-year-old man? Well, the truth is more complicated than you might think, and it actually might be worse than you think. Or it might be better. It depends. It's complicated. But one thing is for sure, it's definitely different than you think, because there is a lot of misinformation out there. Because everyone is getting this case wrong. But this case has everything a law professor could want. Theft, conversion, bailment, the First Amendment, the Fourth Amendment, franchise law, successor and interest liability, contractual interpretation, bailment, Latin, conspiracies, giant law firms, and Legos. But if you're watching this video, you probably already know who Reckless Ben is. And according to his video and subsequent court documents, starting around the year 2000, Brian Mansell's father, who is now 83, began collecting retired Star Wars Lego set. The family invested around $30,000 and amassed a collection of over 780 sets and 1,200 minifigures, all sealed in the original packaging. This family project started out as a genuine love for the Star Wars franchise. Remember when we all used to like Star Wars? But it turned out to be a great investment as well. By the time Brian was an adult, the value of the Star Wars collectibles had skyrocketed. As the police report put it, quote, he and his father own a large collection of Lego sets valued at a significant amount of money. Many of these sets are vintage and
Hey, Carol, what's up? How are you?
Legos.
Glad to see you back in here. How is your day going?
Legendary Cloud City are worth more than $10,000 a piece. The solid chrome Darth Vader minifigure is going for over $1,300 a pop. And Mansell estimated the value of the collection at approximately $200,000. But also, it may not have been worth anywhere near that. Some estimates peg the value of this extensive collection more at $60,000. The truth is probably somewhere in the middle. And the plan had always been to sell it to fund college for their grandkids. But as his father's health declined, Brian decided to act and consigned the collection to Bricks and Minifigs, a chain where collectors trade in used or unbuilt Legos for cash or store credit. Now, a consignment is a contract where you, the consignor, give something to a third party, the consignee, to sell that thing for you. Generally, you retain the ownership of that item until the store sells it. And when it sells, you get paid and the store gets commission. Or as Reckless Ben explained it,
So I wrote up a contract.
In the contract, it says that these are still the family's Lego sets, but every time one gets sold, the store gets to keep a small percentage of each sale.
This was a store's worth of inventory. So that store that day was nothing but my dad's collection. Like, all the shelves filled. They had to bring in extra shelves and fill the whole party room with shelves.
Now, it's very important to note
That is crazy, dude. Just reading a story about that.
Oregon was a franchise, meaning that a corporation, a franchisor,
Hey, Rebecca. Yeah, he's going through some stuff right now. It's just his grandfather's health is deteriorating, and he has to go out of the country, and he doesn't have money to renew his passport. So it's really messing him up today. So he's not in the. Just trying to tell him just to clear his head, go for a walk, get some fresh air.
I think it's really important.
Letting him know that we got his back.
Shouldn't be review bombing other Bricks and Minifig stores. Your local store probably has nothing to do with this whatsoever. And even if you hate Bricks and Minifigs corporate for what you think that they did, don't take that out on the individual stores because they're probably just independent people. Some of them probably mom and pop stores who have absolutely nothing to do with this whole affair at all. Now, this particular store in Salem, Keizer, Oregon, was owned and run by Crystal Law through her company BAMF Salem One LLC. So on November 22nd, 2023, Brian Mansell and Crystal Law signed a consignment agreement. Since this is the document that basically everything in this case turns on, let's actually read that agreement. Section 4, titled, quote, title to merchandise, spells out the ownership of unsold Lego sets in one sentence, quote, consigned merchandise shall remain the property of Mansell until sold.
Like we're doing right now. I'll give a little backstory on myself. I was working for Apple for 11 years. I was unceremoniously screwed over and was let go at the end of January of this year. Yeah, I found work again, and my wife is working now.
We're really talking about three different buckets of stuff.
I started in March. She started in April, in late April. So we got really behind on stuff. So we're slowly rebuilding. It's just frustrating.
Obviously, there's no dispute over that. The store did
But
what they were
let's see.
supposed to. They sold the Lego set and gave the proceeds, or at least his portion of it, back to Mansell, or eventually returned some of the Lego sets. But then there's bucket number 2. Those are Lego sets that were sold, but the proceeds of which were never given to Mansell. We don't know exactly how big that bucket is, but we do know there are some sets that fall into that because there was a messy takeover that we'll talk about in a second. And then finally, there's bucket number 3. Those are Lego sets that were not sold and were not returned. Again, because there is a messy takeover from one franchise to another, that's where the main dispute is going to be. And let me tell you
The sad thing is, you still need money to
disputed
survive.
how
That's the
many
thing.
Lego sets
It's not the happiness. It's just the financial security.
in bucket number 3. And
What
mainly,
up, Mark?
this video is talking
It's the
about
financial
bucket
security
number 3.
and removing
The
a
one thing
stressor
we
from
know
your
for sure
lives.
is whatever amount
That's really
is
it.
in bucket
I
number
think
3
money
is not
isn't the
anywhere
root of
close
all
to
evil, but
$200,000.
money shows the
Now,
truth of
Mansell could ask for all or part of
how
the
someone
collection
truly
back
is.
time prior to the sale, and the store would
What's up, Gwen?
and the contract actually anticipated the store changing hands, which, spoiler alert, is going to happen. See section 10, quote,
Yeah, you mentioned that. Awesome, dude. That's awesome. Hold on.
Neither party shall have the right to assign its interest in this agreement unless the prior written consent of the other party is obtained. So the deal binds whoever takes over the store, and neither side could assign its interest without the other's written consent. And the store had certain obligations on its end as well. According to section 5, it had to maintain insurance that covered the full replacement value of the Legos, just in case something bad happened. You know, like the store burns down. Quote, Bricks shall be responsible for all shortages, loss, or damage to Star Wars Legos, while the Star Wars Legos are under the control of Bricks and represents and warrants that it has purchased insurance sufficient to cover the loss or damage of the Star Wars Legos due to, without limitation, fire, flood, theft, or vandalism. Now, assuming that the Gormans in the Salem 1 store had the insurance that was required, I think what they should have done here is made a claim on the insurance. They should have claimed that the underlying Legos were stolen, which seems like it would be covered by the policy that they would have gotten. And then the insurance company would have paid them out. They could then pay out the Mansells. And then the insurance company would have become what's called subrogated to the claim, and they can figure out who is the person that, or entity that actually did the stealing and get compensation from them. That's what an adult would have done. Or as one of my favorite journalists, Mike Masnick, put it, everyone in this Lego dispute should have spoken to a lawyer earlier than they did. Yes, that is going to be an extremely common theme throughout this affair. And by the way, you should totally read Mike Masnick's article.
My back's hurting.
Now, if you don't have $200,000 worth of Star Wars Legos, you might have had to take out some student loans to get through college. And if your private student loans are in default or you're struggling with payments, the sponsor of this portion of the video, Why Refi, is an excellent.
Exactly. I always said it shows the truth of how it shows money's true, people's true nature, and you see how people really are. But you know, it's easier to blame an inanimate object instead of actually blaming the person.
Which is basically unheard of in private student loans. There's no minimum FICO score required. Bad credit will never disqualify
It's the
you.
truth,
And
though.
they even offer a Skip 12 program if you ever need to skip payments for any reason. And if you have a parent or cosigner on your student loans, YRefi can help with that too through their cosigner release program. Plus, you always talk to a real human in the United States whenever you call. So
Oh yeah, dude. Right now it's summer. We're trying to desperately trying hard to find content to record, dude.
So if you have private student loans, click or
I still have both Universal Hotel videos, basically in my back pocket. That way, for both Endless Summer Dockside and Surfside, so I could put one in, upload one in June, sometime this month, and another one in July. But yikes, dude, it is tight right now, bro. Well, that's an idea. I might do that. Like once the channel gets bigger and we have a big enough following, I'll end up going in and setting up maybe a meet and greet. You know, at a unique location. That way, it'll be a fun video and a fun live stream with everybody. I think that'll do really well.
Like you, a true original. There may be that one and only laugh of yours. That big.
The good thing you can say about the guy is that he has so many offensive things that it's hard to keep up with it.
There's one guy who's a Democrat, he's not in there. His brain is healing, and as he heals, he becomes more conservative. John Fenn.
The one good thing you can say about the guy is that he has so many offensive things that it's hard to keep up with it. And now, that American hero that was under fire by the Taliban and calls him a dumb MFer that doesn't deserve to live. And he described, our army as absolute trash in those kinds of terms. But now here, months ago, he promised everyone, there won't be any more scandals. There's a Nazi tattoo. There won't be anything more. And now here you have now. It has nothing to do about his marriage, but what he decided to do for the last decade. He was.
All right, Mark. Oh, that little fucking timer that they put on there.
He has posted things on X, made other videos on X. His intent is, for instance, on May 4th of this year on X, he posted, keep encouraging your.
I can give you the coverages, but it doesn't mean that coverage is okay.
It's a great concept. It's not really what we do. I mean, it's us basically just exploring and doing it that way. People down here, you have to be careful when it comes to interviewing people. Some people are very weird about it, and some people tend to have main character syndrome, and they either don't want to be on there or they think that you have to pay them a sizable chunk just for a YouTube video. Yeah, people down here gotta be careful. They could be a little weird. Yeah, it's something else. I mean, I carry, but I have to have something on me at all times just for protection, because you never know when someone's gonna get completely bent out of shape and start to do something completely unhinged, and you need a deterrent just to put them in place if something were to happen. Oh no, those things are awesome. I mean, they're great. It really does make you feel really well. That it's it really is. It's a real fulfilling feeling that you were just watching it. It makes you feel a lot better.
Brendan walks the biggest outlet savings event of the year. National Outlet Shopping Days, June 11th through the 14th at the Mills.
Someone's so small. Disney let us into Monstropolis, and the Monsters Inc. coaster, it's not alone. Welcome back to Attractions. I'm Mikey. We got an early look at the Monsters Inc. expansion inside the former Pizza Rizzo building in Hollywood Studios. Human Day is happening. And that's Human Day. Humans understanding monsters are nice. When Metropolis opens, you arrive during a citywide celebration set after the movie. After it beats screens now, and you're part of the story. Cast members become human relations reps, but not every monster's on board. The CVA still has concerns, and that tension, that's driving the land's storyline. Imagineers are building monsters.
Yeah, that's why I like watching. I've been watching. Okay, I will be honest. I do like watching Yellowstone and their spin-offs.
There'll be interactive windows where you'll meet the residents. And yeah, two-headed pigeons and weird-looking squirrel creatures. And now check this out. The suspended Monsters Inc. coaster is still the icon, but Disney just confirmed attraction number 2 will be a Human Day theater experience. And what Imagineers are calling groundbreaking technology to drop you straight into the celebration. We even stood on the upper level.
Yeah, I've been enjoying it, and a lot of times it just feels really good.
Additional details about Metropolis are expected to be revealed during.
I really do think that they get money off of the negativity and that type of stuff sells because fear is a very powerful motivator, and the more someone's scared about something, the more they're going to want to get information for their own peace of mind. And these media conglomerates know that. Yeah, I've seen all of them. I've been watching Marshals, which isn't the greatest, but it's okay. And I've been watching Dutton Ranch on Paramount, so that one's really good.
Yesterday I was sort of on the fence. I'm like, character matters, morals matter. I can't believe that this is the character, the person in Maine that's gonna, take on the Republican, take on Susan Collins.
I love it.
That we are really in a bad place in this country.
It'd be great just to be able to buy a ranch and just live on there.
They have to take over the house. They have to bring
I wish.
some semblance of normalcy back.
Hey Annabelle, what's up? How are you?
51% of voters in Maine say that they will get behind him as opposed to 42%. If I lived in Maine, I would hold my nose and I would pull that lever and I would vote for him. That's it.
You want me to comment on that without cursing? First off, to say that she just got up there and said, yesterday I believed that morals and character matter. So you're telling me, lady, over 24 hours between those two programs, you decided that morals and character don't matter. That's quite a come to Jesus. I've decided that morals and character don't matter. Ends justify the means. I will do anything to attain power. Then she says that 51% of people in Maine like him. Let's try it the other way. If it was a Republican who did the exact same stuff and had the Nazi tattoo, and 51% of people in Maine were supporting him, you would be saying, well, of course you'd be calling him to step down, but you would also be calling 51% of people in Maine Nazis. You'd be calling Donald Trump to get to, condemn the guy and all of the rest of it. But you just admitted it.
Ah, dude, it is insane. I mean, we're too, but it's like I said, we're too used to the comforts of today. So we wouldn't, if we were in that situation, we would not survive. The good thing is, I will say, is that if being born in that era, you're already adapted and you know exactly the ins and outs. So.
It was a total nightmare.
What time is it?
Your specific charger, basically, every brand had its own proprietary port. In 2013, the EU had finally had enough. It stepped in and pushed for a standardized USB charging. The ports were unified
Tell me about it. You know what's crazy? I've seen some of the construction for those container homes, and once set up and done the right way, those are really nice. I mean, I'm impressed. That is true. You do have to have the skill set to do that stuff.
This is an app where they plot the human feces. We go to maximum warfare against Republicans. Hit one of these people, that's their fault for impinging on you. All right, let's go eat some Chick-fil-A. What's that nice station doing over there? Like he's beating on his Guatemalan grandmothers.
I've been on a diet. So Mark and I went to a Super 5 parade.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get comfortable. Hey, I'm there in the Nico balcony. Did you see how comfortable I am with the slants and LCD blocks?
All right, so we're gonna finish getting ready. We're gonna head out to the movies and get the tickets to watch Masters of the Universe tonight. So listen, it was awesome. I'm gonna have to end this one now. I will definitely be on later on tonight. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Like I said, if you Rebecca, if you take a look at our channel, if you like the content and you like our vlogs, hell, subscribe, leave comments, like the videos, whatever you want, really.
It's Thursday, June 4th, and 1 week from today on Thursday, June 11th. That's right, 7 days till showtime. People, join us. It's gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it before midnight, brother. Later, bro. So yeah, take a look at the stuff. If you like our content, we'd appreciate it. We really would. All right, see you guys. Yeah, I'm not the greatest at that, but yeah, I'm sure I could learn. But listen, we love you guys. We'll see you guys later. All right, love y'all. Anytime.